catch staph, which is MRSA, which is a disease that basically, it gets on your skin first. You can catch it from like locker rooms, jails, hospitals. You first it gets on your skin, then it gets, into your blood, and then the next step is your spine, then the next step is your brain. Okay? So we catches it when it gets in my blood. So at the time, I'm like 2 days away from dying. You get what I'm saying? So I'm in the hospital. So I'm going through all these surgeries because now they got to get this infection out of my blood, poisons out of my body. So at the time, I was 16. When they sent me home on Percocet and hydrocodone. Okay? At 16 years old, because I went through a major surgery. I had to go back and forth. I was in pain. My pain was about a 10. If I can rate it over a 10, I will. You get what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
sit there and keep getting cut over and over again with no type of numbing medicine, anything. You feel me? Because it was that serious to where, the doctor told my grandmother if y'all would have let her stay home for 2 more days, this would have took over her spine, and then in her spine, it would have took over her brain. Would have been brain dead. You know.
Mm.
So yeah, that's when I started out on pain pills. When I started taking pain pills, but hold on, I didn't start continue. I didn't stay continually taking pain pills, but that's what introduced me to pain pills. You know what I'm saying?
It's safe to say the first go round of you taking pain pills, it was for a medical condition. It was necessary.
Yes.
Okay, so you
Yes.
was not abusing anything. You were doing it for a cause.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yes. And then, you know, I turned 17. I come up there for the summer. You remember the summer, you know, the
Mm-hmm.
I was going with, you know, we're
We
gonna
don't
say,
gotta say no names. We could
you know,
we could we could put a fake name, or you could just say no name. It's fine.
I was going
Wait,
with
if
him.
you know, you know.
Yeah. You know. I
Hmm.
was going with light skin. We gonna put it like that. You feel me? And basically, I started experimenting with, ecstasy pills, which a lot of people done, and experimented with ecstasy pills. You get what I'm saying? But that
Hmm.
was 17. That was something that I did for about 2 years. You feel me? 2 to 3 years. It wasn't something that I liked. It was like a party drug. You feel me? But hold on. I took too much of that one night, after I had my son, and I didn't like it no more because the next day I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat. You feel me? So I'm talking to
Okay,
God.
so hold on before we go continue. Now, when you said you must say between 16 and 18, you was introduced into ecstasy.
Between 17 and 20.
Okay,
Because I,
17 and 20.
yeah,
How many would you take? When you say it's a party drug, did you take just one at night to have a good time, or was it something like you did throughout the day?
some days it'll be throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? Or depending on, you feel me, what type of mood I'm in. You get what I'm saying? But it'd be like, if I did take them throughout the day, I wouldn't. It wouldn't be a day I had my son. You feel what I'm saying? It'll be a day that I'm free, and I can do me.
You enjoyed your, time outside and things like that. That's
Right,
when you wanted to. Okay.
right, right. So long story short, the last time I took an ecstasy pill, I was 20. My son was about 2 months. I took too many that night. You feel me? He was with his grandmother on his dad's side. I took too many that night. You know, the next day I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I mean, I just felt like fucking death, for real, for real. I told God, like, God, please take this feeling away from me, and I promise you, I won't touch an ecstasy pill again.
Now
You
let me
feel me?
ask you something. When you say you took too many, like was you depressed? Was it just something that you didn't think that maybe yeah, tolerance can handle it? You thought you would be okay? Did you lose control? What made you take too many that night?
Okay, so I took 3 that night. Over there, over that period of night, I had took 3 that night. And honestly, like I feel like just partying, getting away from myself. You know what I'm saying? Like my first time doing this type of, thing in about a year or so. You feel me? And not letting it set on me. You feel me? Not having patience, honestly, and just taking too much at once. You get what I'm saying? Not being
And
patient.
because when you take an ecstasy pill, do the high hit you fast? Was you chasing the high and it just wasn't coming fast enough?
I would say basically like, yeah, that's what it was. I feel like it wasn't coming, you know, fast at that time. Mind you, I haven't took none in about a year at the time because my son was only 2 months.
Right.
You
So
get
you wasn't doing anything while you was pregnant. So your
what
tolerance from before you was pregnant, you thought that you could bounce back, but your
Yeah,
tolerance go up and down by the time you spread out from taking it, right?
yeah, it goes
Okay.
down, you know, and just thinking I'm a big dog in that field and wasn't, you know what I'm saying? And really got sick the next day. And yeah,
Mm.
stopped taking them. That was my last time taking them. You feel me? That was my last time taking them. It was
So
March.
at 20 years old, you was like, that's it. That one time you took too many, you woke up feeling terrible. You was like, that's it. That's not for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you take something else to fill a void? Did you just stop taking drugs at all? Like, what's next?
Okay. So, met my son dad. We go our separate ways. We part ways. And it was a big thing. As far as like hurt wise. You know what I'm saying? I was hurt. You know what I'm saying? 20 years old, my first child. Feel me? Like we had all these plans to get married, all these plans to have a family, and you know what I'm saying? Just be together and just break up. Like sudden, like that was very traumatizing. You know what I'm saying?
You said that one time you took the ecstasy pill, you took three, you woke up not feeling good, and you was like, no, this is not it. After having a baby, our body go through things. So I could definitely understand how your body may have rejected that, even though before it was like your thing. So after the fact, understanding that, you were just like, nah, that's not for me. I'm not doing that anymore. Woke up feeling terrible. You said then you broke it off with your son's father, and that was what caused you a little bit of depression. It was very traumatizing. Get into that.
Yeah. So because we was a family. You know what I'm saying? Like he came home every day. You feel me? Like we was young, but we was together. You know what I'm saying? And so like with us being together and then us just breaking up, you feel me? It was like very traumatizing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like the world was like over. You know what I'm saying? I felt like, only thing that did keep me going was my son. Knowing that I had a son to take care of, knowing that I had somebody looking up to me. You feel me? That depended on me. Knowing that I had to keep somebody alive That's what kept me going. You feel me? Because if I didn't have him, Lord knows where I'd be right now to this day. You get what I'm saying? Like my son really was my best friend. You feel me? In that situation. So long story short, you know, when a person going through trauma and they going through pain, a lot of times, you feel me? If they not getting the proper assistance as far as like going to therapy or something like that, then they substitute, you know what I'm saying? They 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 feed themselves, with substances so they can numb pain. You feel me? So I started drinking real heavy. I was a Henny girl. I would go through about 2 pints of Henny a day by
Mm,
myself. Okay,
mm.
like I
So
would.
you were looking basically for an escape.
Yeah, I was looking for an escape mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally, like anything to numb the pain of just me not thinking about the reality that I was going through at that moment, at that second, at that minute. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, yeah. I'll go to work, I'll wake up, go get me a bottle, make sure he in the bed, sleep, and then like I'm drinking all night, until it's time for me to go to work the next day.
So when you started to drink, did that help, or do you think that it just helped for the moment? Like it was just for the moment type of drug, or the liquor.
It really didn't help, because honestly, I used to wake up with hella hangovers. You know what I'm saying? So like I got tired of the hangovers. You feel me? I won't even I won't even buy a bottle to this day. I ain't saying I won't like take a little shot here and there. You feel me, for celebration, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But like that's just something that I'm not into anymore. You feel me? Like when I got.
So how long did you drink for during this time?
Okay, so that was about May. I'm gonna say I drunk like that for about 8 months.
Okay, so 8 months. You said you would do like Henny girl, two pints a day by yourself, and that was like regular.
Regular.
Mm. Okay, so I mean that's good that you overcame that, because like you said, that's wake up with hella hangovers and it's not good for your body. So I'm definitely proud that that was just for the moment. Anyone who was out there, having those alcoholic problems and things like that, definitely make sure you guys take care of yourself, because it will
Yes.
damage the body down the line. This is not to bash anyone. This is just bringing awareness, and she's telling her story. Um,
Yes.
After the 8 months of you doing that, you came to conclusion, or your thoughts was just like, no, I'm done with feeling this way. I no longer want to drink. I don't want to escape reality through alcohol. After the 8 months, we're gonna fast forward. Once you said I'm done with that, did anything else come upon?
Yeah. So like I said, I was still going through, trauma. I was still going through, you know, pain on top of pain on top of pain. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through, situations that I've been through as a kid. I'm going through, situations as I've been through as a teenager. You feel me? And now I'm going through this situation, being a single mom, which my son father, he was a father. So it ain't like I was a single mom, taking care of him financially, but just being a single mom of having him every day as a mother, you know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like, and just dealing with just our situation, you know what I'm saying? Me and him still fighting and feuding, going back and forth, like just chaos, you know what I'm saying? Just drama,